It's hard to understand what's going on. I mean, I really, one minute you feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to be, now the landslide's going to start. And then there'll be some other weaselly little, sidestep they do. Or you can make a bad decision about a candidate. It's not who you are. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It doesn't mean you're different. It doesn't mean, the trouble with what's happening right now is these, this administration is a rabid dog, and it's turning us upside down, and all, as far as I'm concerned, it's as obvious as the nose on your face.
According to researchers who study presidential marriages, the Trumps have spent 98% fewer public moments showing affection than any first couple in modern history. When Jim Carrey pointed this out on Kimmel's show, Trump didn't just get mad, he went absolutely nuclear. The strangest part? Trump could have ignored the jokes like most politicians do. Instead, his explosive reaction only made more people search for the clips of Melania avoiding his hand. It's a masterclass in the Streisand effect, and we've got all the uncomfortable footage to show you. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Did you ever notice how Trump reacts to jokes about his marriage like they've insulted his nuclear codes? When Jim Carrey joined Jimmy Kimmel on his show, they did what comedians have always done: poke fun at powerful people. But this time, they really got under Trump's skin with their mockery of his marriage to Melania.
Melania shares some of her very best anecdotes in the book. There's a passage about that time in 2019, her husband called her in to watch a classified military. Melania claims she didn't condemn the violence on January 6th because she was busy going over White House renovations that day. Hello, Donald, what are you wearing? The other big Trump book, Melania's memoir, came out today. It's called Melania, it's named after her. Proceeds from sales of the book are going to one of Melania's favorite charities, Body Doubles for Conjugal Visits. Very good book.
Carrey brought his wild impressions to Kimmel's stage, and the two comedians had a field day highlighting the bizarre reality of the Trump marriage. Kimmel went straight for Melania's robotic demeanor, asking the question we've all wondered: does she even want to be First Lady? The audience roared as Kimmel pointed out her trademark disinterest and uncomfortable body language at official event. But it was the hand-holding avoidance that really got the laughs. Kimmel compared Melania dodging Trump's attempts to hold her hand to someone trying not to touch a public bathroom door handle. Gross, but spot on. The comedians weren't making this stuff up. They were simply highlighting what cameras have caught for years.
Carry operation, even though she didn't have security clearance. Only Donald Trump would call his wife in to watch a top secret mission like it was a TikTok of a baby hippo or something. Today, there's another new tell-all book on the way from legendary journalist Bob Woodward. Trump, as you may recall, hated Woodward's previous 3 Trump books. Woodward is a total sleazebag who has lost it mentally, and he's slow, lethargic, incompetent, and overall a boring person with no personality. There's some extra crispy McNuggets in this one, including a few gems from one of Trump's most loyal underlickers, Senator Lindsey Graham, who said going to Mar-a-Lago is a little bit like going to North Korea.
The Orange Man baby couldn't take the joke like a normal president would. Instead of laughing it off or ignoring it, Trump had a complete meltdown on social media, insisting he has the perfect marriage and that these fake news comedians were spreading lies. This is classic Trump. The more accurate the criticism, the louder he screams that it's fake. Here's the thing, the jokes weren't random. Expert body language analysts have noted Melania's obvious discomfort and tendency to physically distance herself from Trump during public appearances. She consistently shows a lack of warmth and engagement toward her husband that speaks volumes. You don't need a psychology degree to see the awkwardness when she jerks her hand away from his, or maintains that frozen smile that never quite reaches her eye.
The book says Trump has spoken to Vladimir Putin 7 times since he left office, which is less than Ivanka, but more than Tiffany. It's right in there. The book has some stories about our current president, too. Joe Biden, in private, refers to Trump as that effing a-hole, which tracks. Of Bibi Netanyahu, Biden said, that son of a bitch, he's a bad guy, he's a bad effing guy. Right now, the book is ranked number 17 on Amazon, and despite the fact that it just came out, even has reviews. Here's one of the reviews. J Love gives it 5 stars, says, wonderful, This was the best book I've ever read.
The comedy duo didn't miss the irony of Melania's Be Best anti-bullying campaign either. Imagine choosing to fight online bullying when you're married to the king of mean tweets. It's like opening a vegetarian restaurant while being married to the owner of a slaughterhouse. The contradiction wasn't lost on Kimmel, who pointed out this absurdity to uproarious laughter from his audience. And who could forget the Christmas decoration fiasco? When Melania decorated the White House hallway with those blood-red Christmas trees, Kimmel had a field day. He joked that the decorations looked more like a scene from The Shining than festive White House decor. Nothing says Merry Christmas quite like corridors that appear to be dripping with blood, right? The funniest part of this whole saga isn't the comedian's jokes, it's Trump's reaction. By exploding with rage and defending his marriage so vehemently, he accidentally caused the Streisand effect. When attempting to hide or censor something only brings more attention to it. His tantrum sent millions of people searching for those very clips of Melania avoiding his touch, looking miserable at events, and generally appearing like she'd rather be anywhere else than by his side. Carrey and Kimmel did wasn't just mockery for mockery's sake. Their comedy highlighted the enormous gap between Trump's claims about his personal life and the visual evidence we can all see with our own eyes.
During the height of the pandemic, right around the time Trump was trying to get us to stop testing for COVID because the high numbers were making him look bad, Agent Orange secretly sent his buddy Vlad a shipment of hard-to-get COVID testing machines for his personal use. He said, please don't tell anybody you sent these to me. Trump said, I don't care, fine. And Putin said, I don't want you to tell anybody because people will get mad at you, not me. They don't care about me. I don't want to say Trump was his puppet, but whenever they're in a room together, you never saw more than one of Putin's hands.
When Trump insists he has a perfect marriage, while footage shows Melania swatting his hand away on international television, who are you going to believe? Sometimes comedians cut through the noise better than news anchors ever could. While CNN might report on Trump's latest policy disaster, comedians like Kimmel and Carrey hit Trump where it really hurts. His ego. They expose the emperor's new clothes by simply pointing out what we can all see but might be too polite to mention. Trump's volcanic reaction only proves they struck a nerve.
Makes me feel good.
When you were a kid, would you draw caricatures of your friends, etc.?
I did. I drew pictures of my teacher.
Oh, really?
And I don't have any of those with me. She actually stole. Wow, look at this! I can do anything with it. Not working. Oh, they got you coming and going, man. You know what I mean?
That is remarkable, I have to say.
Incredible transformation.
It is an incredible transformation. Who was the teacher
Watch
you drew?
this.
Oh, yeah, all right.
You know what really tickles me? When comedians hit a nerve and politicians start melting down like ice cream in July. Trump's tantrum over these marriage jokes tells us more about his insecurities than any political analysis ever could. History's given us a blueprint for handling comedy. Obama and Bush both knew how to take a joke, often laughing harder than anyone else in the room. As one expert put it, comedy serves as a mirror to society, reflecting the absurdities of power and the contradictions within it. That's why Trump's Twitter meltdowns are so revealing. When he can't laugh at himself, he accidentally confirms what the comedians are saying. Maybe our orange friend should realize that when you're in the big boy chair, learning to laugh at yourself isn't just good PR. It's practically part of the job description. Take notes, Donnie.